Spent a lot of years just staring at the wall, waiting for a heavy shoe to finally drop and fall. I thought my life was nothing but a string of broken luck, spinning my tires in the mud, completely stuck. I looked up at the ceiling and I cursed the empty air, thinking heaven was a million miles away and didn't care. But heaven doesn't operate on human eyes and time. There's a masterpiece unfolding in the rhythm and the rhyme. When the midnight lasted longer than my weary heart could take, the builder of the universe was moving for my sake. God was working while I was raking, building up the very foundation that was shaken. When I thought the story ended in a pile of dust and debris, He was working in the waiting. He was working on me. Oh, behind the scenes, behind the pain, He was bringing on the harvest. He was sending down the rain. I couldn't see the finish line. I couldn't see the mile, but God was working wild.
I used to count the silence as a sign I was ignored, a forgotten little vessel on a stormy, raging shore. But the silence was a forge, and the darkness was a womb. Resurrection only ever gets its start inside a tomb.
Yeah, it starts inside a tomb. 'Cause heaven doesn't operate on human eyes and time. There's a masterpiece unfolding in the rhythm and the rhyme. When the midnight lasted longer than our weary hearts could take, the builder of the universe was moving for our sake. God was working while I was breaking, building up the very foundation that was shaken. When I thought the story ended in a pile of dust and debris, He was working in the waiting. He was working on me. Oh, behind the scenes, behind the pain, He was bringing on the harvest. He was sending down the rain. I couldn't see the finish line. I couldn't see the mile, but God was working wild.
Every tear I cried, He caught it in a glass. Every storm I fought, He knew that it would pass.
He's the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. He's the Savior to the sinner and a faithful, constant friend.
He's the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end.
He's a Savior to the sinner and a faithful, constant friend. He never stops working. No, He never stops working. was working wild. Even when I couldn't see it,